Today we'll be going over how to install the Unity game engine on your computer and how to start a new project or open an existing one. This will be broken into three main steps: downloading Unity Hub, downloading a version of Unity, and then finally starting a project. Before you install Unity, you must first download Unity Hub. This tool will allow you to manage multiple versions of Unity. You can go to Unity's download page at unity.com/download, link in the description. Make sure you download the version for your specific operating system. Once downloaded, run the executable for the Unity Hub setup. You'll need to set up a license for Unity as well. If you're using Unity for personal use, you can set up an account and use a personal license. If you're using Unity professionally, ensure that you have a professional license set up for your account. Once you have your license set up, you can go to the Installs tab and click the Install Editor button in the top right. This will bring up a panel to install different versions of the Unity editor. If you just want to learn Unity, selecting the most recent LTS or long-term support version should be sufficient. When you install Unity, it will ask you what build platforms and extra libraries you'd like to install. Download for all the platforms that you intend to build your software for, and you can leave the other ones unchecked as they can take up quite a bit of space. However, if you need to install a specific version of Unity for a project, you can look up that version on the Unity download archive. This is also linked in the description. This has the version supported by their year of initial release. If you're not already familiar with the way that these versioning and systematic versioning is working, is that the first number is the major version, .minor, .patch. Unity likes to use the year of initial release as the major version, so versions of the same major and minor are generally compatible, like 2022.1.1 is probably compatible with 2022.1.2. There is a Unity Hub link associated with each version, and clicking on that link will open up Unity Hub app and prompt you to install that version of Unity. Once you open it up in Unity Hub, you'll be able to select the install, just you had done it with the previous versions listed earlier. Once your preferred version of Unity has been installed, you can go to the Projects tab, and then from there you can either create a new project or import an existing one from disk. Let's go through creating a new project as an example. In the top right, you can click the New Project button, and it will open up a new page of all the list of available project options from Unity. There are all sorts of different templates and samples depending on what you want to make. If you want to make a 2D project, I recommend 2D or 2D URP, and for 3D projects, 3D or 3D URP. There's also a list of sample projects if you want to learn by looking at some Unity examples. Opening a project should open the Unity editor itself. If you already have a project downloaded, you can open a project using the Open button from the project panel and then browsing to the files on your computer. Alright, that's it. That's the basics for how to set up a new Unity project. In addition, I highly recommend using Git to version control your project. It takes a bit of learning and setup to get used to, but you'll be able to back up your project much more easily, and if you accidentally delete something, you can always recover it from the previous version using Git. You don't have to store your files on a server like GitHub when you use Git. You can do it also entirely locally. There are some nice template repositories for setting up Git to work with Unity. I might make a follow-up video and tutorial on the topic if people are interested. Good luck on your future game dev projects. I've included all relevant links for the tools in the description. Next week, I'll be making and uploading a video on why stairs suck in video games. So subscribe so you don't miss it. Have a great day.